It's the way that you walk in the room. Your heart is a beacon. Don't need a reason to love you. It's easy to do. I'm lost in your smile. It's been a while. Who knows what time is gonna do? All I know is a simple truth. I like watching the days go by with you. The sunrise found me with you. The light hit the window to outline your shadow, a picture, the way that you move. All of my places now left with a trace of you. Who knows what time is gonna do? All I know is a simple truth. I like watching the days go by with you. Who knows what time is gonna do? All I know is a simple truth. I like watching the days go by. I like watching the days go by. I like watching the days go by with you.
Nobody move, there's blood on the floor. And I can't find my heart. Where did it go? Did I leave it in the cold? So please give it back, 'cause it's not yours to take. It must have fell when I lost my mind. Deep in the cup, drowning in it, pain. Somebody help, 'cause I can't find my way. Nobody move, nobody move. Somebody tell me how I'm supposed to feel when I'm sitting here knowing this ain't real. Why in the world would I give my heart to you just to watch you throw it in the trash? I've been juggling so long, I don't think I can hold on. here with a black hole in my chest. A heartless, broken mess.
I was filming in the Camargue Regional Park when I came across a remarkable concentration of these birds in shallow tidal wetlands. Over 600 individuals, the most I'd seen in one location. The black-winged still is an unmistakable bird. Bold black and white body balanced on incredibly long red legs. A long, fine black bill and beady red eyes. Stilts can wade deeper than many other wading birds. Forage for prey with their extremely sensitive bill.
never believe it's not personal, just business. You're living in a catch street. Acting like it ain't
Really hard on that dance, you guys. Yeah, we actually worked way too hard on that dance. The amount of the dance that we forgot. And we forgot a lot, and we worked really hard. And so we did. We're really glad you're here to have seen it.
Also, Kevin, who is the tech guy, give it up for Kevin.
Kevin is killing it tonight. People.
Kevin, I'm gonna let you know these mics, they're a tinge hot. They're a little hot to trot.
And I get it, because I'm...
So if we could get those down, just Kevin, I am actually in love with him. Give it up for Kevin. I'm trapped over here, so I'm gonna get a new mic.
Okay, well, I have you all alone. Just so you know, we are going to have a really fun early evening set here. Who's excited to have a lot of fun at 6:15 p.m.?
Who's drunk as hell at 6:15?
Somebody is. Whose food didn't come at the restaurant, so they just had one beer?
Yeah, we got drunk off of one beer.
Okay. We're not drunk. Yeah, that would be irresponsible.
That would be super.
Yeah, so luckily, I was so afraid that not a single person this size would have a fucking clue what maybe the podcast was.
It's actually funny that you were so afraid that like no one would have a clue. And I will say that clap if you've seen or seen. We're a podcast. Clap if you listen to this podcast before.
People have. Every time I met someone and they had, I was like, my podcast?
And I would like to say that fully. Basil.
Oh, yeah.
That we have to
Basil.
address the
Actually,
elephant that's not.
we had a falling out, so canceled, actually.
Yeah. They actually broke up, and then Maggie and I are kind of doing this weird like word things, but we're also fucking.
Yeah, it's like, is it sexual? Is it platonic? That's for you to decide this evening.
Absolutely.
Just kidding. Basil, alive and well, totally unproblematic fate.
Yeah, just a Virgo with an Aquarius.
Ooh, so very focused and also very chaotic, and we love them for
We
that.
actually, I hope you know, do actually love them for
Yeah,
that.
we do.
I feel like anytime I say that, it just comes off as bitchier and bitchier.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we actually love them for that, and we actually don't fucking care that they're not here, so.
And I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. Okay. First time hearing Maggie breaking out into song in the live show.
Yeah, actually, that was beautiful. Okay. Oh, what I wanted to say was...
yeah, we're riffing already. We're not supposed to be
I
riffing
know,
right
we're
now.
not supposed to be riffing yet.
Embarrassing.
Oh, what I wanted to say is, if you haven't listened to this podcast before, which is like 2 of you, apparently.
Okay, clap if you've never heard it.
Okay, great.
Hell yeah.
The
really
yeah
excited
did
you're
come
here.
from Maggie's brother, so...
Yeah. So that's actually kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, just a
Keenan?
little bit, yeah. You don't want to hear Maggie talk about girl cock, and that's your problem.
And that's your problem.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways,
For
moving
sure,
on.
for sure. Okay, are you guys actually fans, or did you bring your girl cock totes? Okay, we haven't made girl cock totes
We're
yet.
working on
but
it.
we'll
New
get the girl
merch is
cock
coming
totes.
out next week.
It truly
Anyway,
is.
live show spoiler.
This is what I wanted to say is, if you haven't listened to the podcast, Keenan and Maggie's brother, and 2 other people, and
those guys in the back.
You guys didn't clap, but
Couple
I
people on
just
the
assumed
side.
that like you just staring blankly at us made it clear that
We're happy to have you.
we are
frankly.
happy to have you. We are happy to have
So
you.
if they haven't, what do you want to
Oh,
know?
I was gonna say that like fully Maggie and Basil for a while were just like showing up to my room, just recording
Yes.
for an hour and not really knowing what was happening with the recording. So
It's
I do
true.
feel like any time I kind of tell them like our podcast is in the top 1% of podcasts in the world.
Yeah.
They are kind of
Mic
like
drop.
Oh, okay, cool. And so we showed up today and Maggie goes, wow, people actually came. And I went, yeah, people actually came.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
I'm pretty stoked.
I'm also pretty stoked.
Also, if you haven't seen this I did it too. I did it too.
know.
Sheesh.
This is why we need to start a YouTube vlog.
You're right.
Like literally like Christian like vlogger girls in LA who are constantly like, my husband and I don't have sex, but we absolutely cuddle for at least 3 hours a night. And that's what we should be doing.
And that's what we should be doing. I had something I was going to say. One thing that is funny is that we edit this podcast, and we can't edit this thing.
Oh, wait, yeah, we can't edit this.
What you're going to see is all the things that normally in the podcast I would go, hello, Gara, editing this in the future. Don't put that in, please. I love you so much. Gara listens to that every week and takes out the silly stuff.
That's true. But I'm going to let you all know.
Yeah.
If you don't laugh during this podcast, I will just take a recording of laughter and put it in.
And that is on the table as an option. We don't want to do it.
No, we don't because I believe the people sitting here kind of want to make it into the podcast.
True.
So if you have a kooky laugh, if you're a
let
loud
your freak
laugher
flag
who's
fly.
just kind of got like a, we want to hear that.
That's welcomed.
Yeah.
Also, have we told them the most exciting thing about this live taping? Who we've replaced Basil with?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did not come to you with a two-person podcast. We're a trio through and through.
Yes, and we actually have a huge celebrity who is going to come on stage with us later and answer some questions.
Absolutely.
The celebrity is actually not here because literally in her rider, it says that she needs to stay at least 300 feet away from the venue until she can come in.
We have to notify her by drone.
Yeah, we do.
The whole budget for the show went to the drone. Really embarrassing.
We do have to notify her by drone.
And I don't know how to use a drone. So, I hope Kevin
donate
could
right
help
now
us.
to our NBB drone budget.
Yes, the Patreon.
Yeah.
See the link in the description.
We love drones. Anyway, yes. It has to be.
Gara, in the future, take out the part where you say, we love drones.
Yeah, right.
Just in case.
Yeah, Gara, in the future, put a loud laugh track where we said we love drones. Okay, anti-drone crowd.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We hate drones too.
Yeah, we also hate. Wait, but don't you worry that like someday someone was like, "Oh, doesn't it feel so good to be like kind of like open-minded? So then like when your kids like come out to you, you'll be like, "Oh, great." And I was like, "Yeah, but like if my kid came to me and was like, "This is my boyfriend, he's a drone." I would be like, "You
Get that drone. I didn't raise you to bring a drone
not
home.
natural."
But so
I'm putting a huge
skirting
laugh
out
track there.
the
You have
southern
no
sh-
idea.
So we also have tonight
Yeah.
another performer with us on the mic.
Oh, we do, but we have to riff for like 15 minutes up top.
We were riffing, and then we're doing the thing, and then we're riffing
And then
again.
we're bringing our guest on. We straight up talked about this,
Guys,
Maggie.
here's the thing. I'm a Gemini, and I told them, as little of a plan as possible. That's how I feel the most comfortable.
but then
They made a plan, didn't listen. I chose not to because I don't want to know what the plan
I
is.
want to say what Maggie did because they said, I'm a Gemini, least plan possible, babe. And me in my little, like, Capricorn shorts shit in my pants and went, and also, I don't know if you know this, but Maggie's the coolest person in the entire world. So most of my life is just, like walking out of my door and Maggie going, oh, hey, what's up? And me going, yeah, hey, Maggie, how's it going? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm just, like, making stuff in the stove. And then there's nothing in the pot. And I'm, like, burning something. They're like, I think something's burning. And I'm like, nah, I don't smell anything burning. Anyway, I went to Maggie and I was like, totally, I don't need a plan at all. I just have one question.
Sure.
Said the question. Then Maggie proceeded to start making a plan.
Did
And
I
we
make the
went-
plan?
You made the plan.
Okay.
We sat here and made the plan. So
For
if
sure.
you guys thought, you're like, oh, I hope they riff later because that's when I'll like be feeling really warmed up. We're warming you
No,
up.
this is the warm-up.
This is
I also want to really quickly just like take a moment to speak directly to the crowd and say that living with Gara is actually like them getting home from work and me in my room sending them a text saying, I'm too depressed to make myself dinner. Can you make me dinner? And then them saying, I would love nothing more than to make you dinner. And then making me the most delicious dinner I've ever had. And then we get drunk and cry about how we are trans.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. And I will say that like anytime Maggie asks me to make dinner, I actually go too hard with dinner to the point where I think Maggie is fully like, this is actually not what I was asking for.
Not
the other
true.
night, I did fully make like an entire dinner that I didn't even eat.
Yeah.
It was just
for me.
For Maggie.
And I loved it.
And it was very good, but if you have never simped for Maggie Dunleavy, then you've truly
Now's your
never
chance,
lived.
baby.
And that's why this podcast works so well.
Yes.
We should just call it Simping for Maggie Dunleavy.
I'm open to the change. I'm feeling good about that as an edit.
Okay, before we get off to the freaking races,
Yeah.
I do absolutely have to say, we
Please.
are in your hometown.
Yes. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay, yeah.
I freaking love. Okay, let's give it up. Coffee milk? Hey! Okay, Dales? Yeah, that fucking big blue bug's wearing his mask. Why am I not? Huh? Do I not care as much as the fucking big blue bug? That's what I'm talking about, my dudes. You're driving more than 20 minutes? You're not going to the function. Okay. We got my local bits out at the start. Everyone's feeling lubed up, ready to go.
I will say the guy in the back loved
He's
that last
loving
joke.
it.
He almost fell off his chair. He was laughing
literally
so
what I'm talking
hard. That was
about.
for you, man. That was for you.
Oh.
I will also say, only in Providence, Rhode Island, do you say the name of your city and you guys go, woo! Because literally, we were in Philly the other day, and I just said the word eagle. Just the word eagle. And they were like, yeah, fucking eagle! Fucking piece of my twins! And I was like, okay, Philly, I see you. Providence on the opposite end.
Oh
of that.
yeah, we're a delicate, salty crowd.
For sure, for sure.
We do things on our own terms.
Damn, they are loving this
Iced
Providence
coffee in
stuff.
the winter.
Yeah. I want to try making a Providence inside joke without ever
do it.
having. Well, I've been here like 4 times.
Yeah,
but
Gara's actually a sim for Providence
I
as well.
actually am a sim for Providence. I freaking love this place. Let me tell you. But
taking this
okay. So here's my Providence inside joke. Okay. You know when you're like heading down to Todd's house and he's like,
Nice.
"Hey, bring in the." Hey,
We're going.
Yeah, we're going. Hey, bring in the ice bucket. And you're like, there's no ice bucket. It's Providence.
Okay, yeah. Didn't land. Kevin's
thank
clapping.
You. Thanks for, yeah,
Gara,
thank you, Kevin.
Gara, Kevin's clapping.
Wait, so that was bad? That
Well,
Kevin was
I mean,
clapping?
Kevin really wants you to know that like you did a good job.
Well, thank you, thank you, Kevin. I actually feel like right now Kevin is like my mom, who's just like, you're doing great.
Come on, sweetie.
Also, Kevin did fully laugh hard at that.
Good,
Thank you. I love you,
good,
Kevin.
good.
Okay, great. I was bringing it back around.
Okay, I am.
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
ready to
you
bring
do
it
your
back around.
thing.
I had nothing to say. I was just
Oh,
looking
you
at
had
you.
nothing to say.
Look at me. I'm just a little boy with nothing to say. Okay, one thing I did say downstairs is that, so gender-wise, Kara and I have bonded recently about really kind of stepping into boyhoods of sorts.
Oh, yes,
And
yes.
I was like looking in the mirror in the little like green room down there, and I was like, wow, this is what I am like. I am a boy. Look at me in my leotard and my tights.
I'm just a boy.
Gotta sing some Rent to really make it an
wait,
end
we
baby episode.
should. Oh my God.
One song, glory. Why'd I go to that?
No. The song you
No.
gotta sing is I got a light.
I know you,
You're shivering.
Can't sing both parts, Carol.
Okay, sorry.
You pick the girl part or the boy part.
I'll do the
Or
girl part.
do you?
Just a little bit, I turned off my heat, and I'm just a little weak on my
Okay, so now you pick the part that is the most fun part, and I just get to go, That's actually the part where he's staring at her ass.
Yeah, that's true. What are you staring at?
Nothing. Your hair in the moonlight. Okay, so
was
the
good.
MBB show is just going to be us doing Rent.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
And pouring one out for Basil right now, who, if they heard that bit,
Would be so mad at us.
yeah, would
Aw.
be super upset and say that this is a theater kid podcast.
Which I'm not opposed necessarily.
Yeah, that's true because
But
we're both recovering theater kids.
and horse girl,
Yeah, that's true.
former horse girl, former musical
Wait,
theater.
clap if you were a horse girl.
Sad. That's why no one's laughing.
Wait, did Kevin clap for horse
Yes.
girl? Hell
Yeah.
yeah, Kevin.
Okay.
I respect.
Okay.
Okay, so no horse girls in the audience.
That's fair. Do you guys like dolphins
Oh,
or
dolphins
like
is good.
or
Yeah.
dinosaurs? Okay. Yeah, dolphin. Dolphin them.
Clap if you were the type of, let's just say, a person.
Youth.
Yeah, youth who growing up would just kind of like just kind of like stick your feet in places they shouldn't be. That anyone? Okay, great.
Got it. Okay.
Well, I
Some
feel you.
Gara solidarity.
Yeah, that was me. I feel you. Yeah.
Clap if you were the kind of kid who went to all the neighbor kids' houses and said, "We're playing school today, and I'm the teacher, and it's in my basement. I have a chalkboard. Here's your homework. If you don't do it, I'm telling your parents." Just me?
Is
Just me?
Maggie a
Keenan?
top or
That
is
was
Maggie a freaking top?
Man.
I will say, instead of school, we used to play church when I was younger.
Oh boy.
It's just like,
All right.
so funny to be kids that went to so much church and then we're like, let's cosplay church. And it's not even like we do something like fun during church. We would just literally do an exact
Just be like,
reenactment of church.
Amen. You sit down, you stand up, you sit down,
Yeah,
you stand up.
right. We would like do like communion.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right. And it's like with like the right. You were a Catholic kid, right?
Oh yeah, you ever feel like I'm not feeling that holy today, or I'm like I'm not worthy? Cross the arms. You just say the blessing. Thank you. That would be in my Catholic school. Moments where I was like, I'm not sure if I believe in God today. I'll take a blessing just in case. You never know. I'll take a blessing just in case.
Only you as a kid are you judging if you're worthy or not to get the Holy Communion.
I know.
My favorite thing to do at communion was to bring my like Lutheran friends like there with me to communion, and then for like
Okay,
did someone
Lutheran
root for
representation.
Lutheranism? Wait, was it you in the back? Was
Yes.
it you?
Fuck
Okay,
yeah.
hell yeah.
My favorite audience member is my Lutheran guy who does not listen to this podcast.
Yes. Wait, honestly though, Lutherans, I will say,
Fuck.
Lutherans do fuck, but also like Lutherans were like the kids who I would go to their Lutheran church and fully being like a Catholic, like repressed kid that like literally we sat in church and did like songs that's like, Holy Ghost of our in heaven. They would be like at like their church and be like, God is the hottest man. He's so hot. I'm like, God is not hot. He's scary.
Oh my God. Okay. Wait, this is kind of like a little risque, but can I just
do
say something
it.
that I found out about the other day?
Yeah.
It's a Mormon thing.
Oh, okay, great.
I saw a TikTok of this.
Then it's true.
Okay, it's true.
It's
No. I
completely
Googled it
true.
afterwards. Has anyone in this room ever heard of soaking?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you had never heard of
I had
soaking?
never heard of it.
Bitch, you've never like come home from like a long day of work.
God, I would love to soak right now. I don't have, honestly, sometimes you don't have the energy for penetrative sex.
Yeah.
Let's not do the whole, anyway, for those of you who don't know, a loophole
love
to the
a good
virginity thing.
soak.
Back in the day, the loophole to losing your virginity was just anal. In my Catholic upbringing,
yeah.
people
Back
were like,
in my
butthole
day,
doesn't
it
count.
used to be
Boom.
about buttholes, and that's
But
what it was about.
honestly, I really love this new innovation because I don't think that people should be going straight to anal. Like, that hurts.
you're like,
But-
hi, my name is Maggie Dunlevy. This is my TED Talk about soaking.
And honestly,
Soaking is new, soaking is cool, and you can do it too.
and I would like to advocate for it, frankly.
Yeah.
So
I would love to soak. I'm not even kidding. I would absolutely love a good soak. Like
Yeah.
literally, like, oh my God, just like get home from a long day. I'm just like, oh man, I could use a really good soak right now.
as somebody who has frankly never enjoyed penetrative sex, this is the only kind that I could imagine being kind of nice.
Yeah, and that honestly, that was beautiful.
So
what you just
basically,
said.
yes, I am
Yeah.
a lesbian. But
Yeah.
so what it is you don't lose your virginity if there's no in and out. So it's kind of a lay there, put it in.
I think
Hold
honestly,
it.
every single person here knew what soaking
Well,
was,
I
and
felt the need to say it.
and no,
I'm a horny little.
Yeah, totally. Wait, clap if you were the kid growing up that like literally watched Sky High and you were like, oh my God, this is the hottest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It did some stuff. It did some
heard,
stuff.
I saw it. I did.
That was me watching the like popsicle lollipop scene and being like, "There's no way I'm gay."
The popsicle lollipops?
Yeah, you know, some kids, they're lollipops. Some kids, they're popsicle sticks.
In Sky High?
And here's the thing:
Oh my
sometimes
God,
two
yes.
popsicle sticks make a lollipop.
Oh, yes.
and
Yeah.
I am a lollipop, and my
Yes.
parents are popsicle sticks, and I'm so proud. No one
Wait,
remember
what
this?
movie are you talking about?
Sky High is the superheroes.
Yeah, it happens in Sky High.
Sky High, the kid is the superhero, his parents are normal.
Oh, yes.
Come on, okay, none of you are gay. Fine. All of you are popsicle sticks. I'm the only lollipop here. Fine.
Yes. I will say Sky High is actually queer media.
Yeah.
And when I got done watching Sky High, I sat in my parents' Kia Sedona.
For sure.
With my hand like literally between my legs.
We know where this is going.
And my dad, I like kind of stayed in the car. I kind of lingered. Do you have to let it linger? And I was like, yes, you have to. And I sat in the car, and he kind of like came out. He was like, he opened the car door. You know, like when you open those big car doors, it like takes literally all of your energy just
Some
to open
object
it.
work
And it
for
just goes
the
like,
live audience.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
That was
yep.
good. He opened the car door, and I was kind of like sitting there, like hand between my legs, like literally like turning purple. And he goes, I'm gonna let you do that.
Nice. Yes, Greg. Yes.
And he was like,
There we go.
truly like, you're having a queer experience. If only he sat through the movie as well, asleep the entire time.
And also somehow having a queer experience of his own.
yeah,
we can
I agree.
imagine.
I agree. Yeah.
Knowing Greg.
I will say fully, man, I actually don't know if my parents don't know how to work live streams. They're not watching this.
You know.
But I will say
Greg, if you
fully,
are,
I
I love
came
you.
out to my dad as wanting top surgery, and he did fully say, well, Kara, we all have wanted our penises taken off.
And that was what I'm talking about. Is it okay?
And I went, I actually don't think that that's a normal thing. He's like, oh, come on. Like you don't just try on blush just to see how it feels. And I was like, literally being the trans kid I am, I was like, yes, go off, girl.
Girl, get it. Get it,
your life, queen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boots slay the house
down.
But there's still a lot of shame there. So
totally.
skirting
yes.
away from the shame.
Skirting here and back into
the hot, sexy episode you're about to listen to.
Yeah.
Who's having a good time now that we got a little explicit? I'm feeling lubed up and ready to soak with my fam. My NBB community. Several members of my family are here, so not you guys. But
Yeah, I want to soak with every single person except for
Kara
the
does.
7 people
Kara
I'm
does.
related to. I love how you fully brought up soaking as if it was like this new revolutionary
I never heard
thing.
it before.
When I think every single person in here has had a good soak at one point in their life. Okay, we fully riffed about not at all what we wanted to riff about,
Oh,
but
really?
No, what we
Home?
were gonna riff about
Homecoming?
home. I guess it was
We
like
talked about
somewhat about
Providence?
home. Yeah, we
People
talked-
freaking love Providence
Oh my God,
here.
they freaking love it. Do
But in
another
a
inside
quiet
joke.
way.
Do another inside joke.
Okay, you know the freaking Bayview Hendricken rivalry? Who thinks Hendricken should be closed? That school shouldn't exist. All boys education freaks me out.
No, it does freak me out as well.
But that wasn't as good of a one.
No,
Save
that
the
was
Bay? Those bumper stickers are still around. Saw one today. I was like, didn't they save the Bay already? Is it still in danger?
Yeah.
Aren't we
They
all?
love that. They love that. Yeah.
Save the Bay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good
I
one.
tomato my farmer. I got a car, and I'm so fucking proud because I've got my Rhode Island license plates. That's right, registered here. Borrowing it. I'm borrowing it in New York, long term, long borrow. It does not.
You're just soaking in
I'm
it.
just soaking.
You're just
soaking my
You're just
Subaru
soaking.
in
Yeah, you won't really
Brooklyn.
go for that full penetration.
Exactly.
But you're
There's
like,
no
it's
in and
like,
out,
I'm
so it
just-
doesn't
I'm
count.
just soaking in it.
No, and insurance doesn't need to know. But I have on it proud. I tomato my farmer. And also, this car climbed College
Tomato
Hill.
my farmer?
Yes.
Are people like, I'll tomato your farmer?
Gara, you can tomato my farmer anytime, all right? Basil's not here. No one has to know.
Yeah, and
all right?
I will tomato your farmer.
Okay. Come see us after the show to tomato our farmer.
Yeah, we'll be soaking downstairs. I gotta stop doing this.
Enough.
No,
Hey,
I
I
know.
brought
I'm
it up.
done.
It's
I'm
up
done.
to
I'm
me
done.
to
I'm done.
end
I'm done.
it,
That was
and
it.
I'm
That
doing
was
it
it.
now.
You know, in comedy, it's a rule of threes. For me, it's a rule of 15. So
For
we have
sure.
about.
So we've reached the ratio,
We do have
at
about
least.
Yeah, about 7 more of them until I'm done. But
Yeah.
say what
Anyway, you
were gonna
guys get it. Home. I love being here.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked. I haven't seen a single person I know.
say. Oh,
in
really?
public
You
yet.
don't do that? You don't like run into people when you're here?
I always do.
Uh-huh.
Literally, if I meet anyone in an airport that is from Rhode Island, we can find a common person.
For sure.
And if I just go out in public, I run into someone from high school who like told me that if I wore white nail polish, it means I was gay. And I was so scared because I wasn't gay.
This is so funny to me
I was right.
because my town was so small that if I ran into anyone from my town at an airport, I would literally be like, get away.
No. Where did you find me here?
We can't both be out here. That is what I would do.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get into it? Yeah?
Yeah, let's get into it. Yeah.
Guys, how good is Doja Cat? Honestly, that girl just keeps churning them out.
Yeah, straight up.
So
This show is brought to you by Nuts and Bolts Nursery Co-op and Doja Cat. Nuts and Bolts Nursery
She's
Co-op.
the celebrity
Get
guest.
into it, yeah.
We gotta send the drone out
That's
for
your new,
Doja.
Yeah.
I have 3 questions right here.
You did tuck them
I
into
tucked
your
them in
thing.
my little bootsy.
Wow. I fully cannot turn around because these are so
They're completely
see-through.
see-through. You can see Kara's little tiny stick and
And the
poke
only
on their
thing
butt.
keeping you guys from full crack is like the tiniest
Little
little
bitty.
string.
That's the live audience, Priv.
So get into it, yeah?
Yeah. Who do we have coming up right now?
Oh, yes, great. So before we get into answering the amazing questions that we got at
and
the
revealing
beginning
our
of the
secret
show,
special guest, Doja
and
Cat.
yeah, she
I
has
mean,
like
Doja
over
Cat.
like
I
she
mean-
is like Billboard top like 500 like 3 weeks
Top
in a row.
500.
Yeah, she will be visited by a drone later. She'll
It's
ride
like, it's
in
like
on the
Galinda.
drone.
She's like,
Oh my God, you can't mention
Let
Wicked
us
on this.
speak
Oh, that was good. Wow, we were fully both the kids who went to
Yeah.
Wicked at like our local kind of like
yes,
like,
P-Pack.
yeah.
And I got a little P-Pack.
But like fully we
Thank
like showed up the
you.
next day at school with like the Wicked t-shirt on and being like, oh, what did I do
This whole
this
thing?
weekend?
Me? Yeah, I sat front row balcony.
Oh, me? I just saw some amazing live theater about the power of girl boss love.
Yeah, I cried during Defying Gravity, and my mom tried to hold my hand, and I said, no, let me have this moment. Which is what I did in 8th grade. She'll tell you.
Yeah, I mooched off of my friend Emily Gummersall, who literally was like, you want to go to Wicked? And I was like, you know, we don't super get along, but I'll go to Wicked with you. And then we sat in the car, and her British father said, I don't like it when people chew gum in my car.
Oh my God.
He sent his hand back.
And you had to go,
And I literally...
sorry, mister.
Anyway, so we've all been there. Okay. I'm going to introduce our performer
I'm gonna
tonight who
get
is
off stage.
absolutely, we have been on tour and this person has been so incredible. I met them during the pandemic.
Keep going.
If you're listening to the podcast, Maggie did not almost trip on a mic stand. But they're going to play some incredible music for you. It's Emma Blue Jeans.
I'm Emma Blue Jeans. Yeah. So I met Gara during the pandemic. We've been on a lot of gender journeys together, and I figured because I'm here at the N Babies show, I would do a song I wrote about gender. Does that sound awesome? Can I get everybody to go, awesome? That was amazing. Best day of my life. All right, this song is called Big. I went walking at 2 a.m. in the same town that I grew up in. I took a wrong turn, but it And so I ran on to the other side. In a minute I had lost all my ties. Nothing could pull my hair back up again. They missed me and they mourned me as I stood right before them. They didn't like it, so they refused to see. And I am not a flavor, so don't bother to cut the cake. I am leaving before you can even get a taste. I'm big, and I'm saying it out loud. I'm big, and this time I'm proud. And my big isn't your big, so maybe my big is small to you. I'm floating, I'm falling, I'm crashing, I'm burning, and I'm not turning around. I am not a body, I am not a color, as much as I'd like to be one. I am not a son, and I am not a daughter, as much as I'd like to be one. I am not a body, I am not a color, as much as I'd like to be one. I am not a son, and I am not a daughter, as much as I'd like to be one. I'm floating, I'm falling, I'm crashing, I'm burning, and I'm not turning around. I'm floating, I'm falling, I'm crashing, I'm burning, and I'm big now. Y'all are so sweet, thank you. So did any of you grow, I know a lot of you from Providence because of Maggie. Okay, crickets, I'm from New Jersey. But, New Jersey? Woo! Okay, anybody grow up in the suburbs? Yeah, so it's like, this is a song about suburbia, and I wrote it because I was like, Mom, I smell something outside. And she said, I think Donnie stuck his head in the oven, about the neighbor. And instead of checking to see if he was okay, I wrote this song. Something's burning outside. I think the neighbor's gone. And everybody thinks he's weird, but he's one of us. And everybody thinks he's weird, but he's one of us. They see my sister differently. They treat her like she's a baby. And everybody thinks she's weird, but she's one of us. And everybody thinks she's weird, but she's one of us. They saw the ambulance come to my house. They all stood on the sidewalk. And everybody thinks I'm weird, but I'm one of them. And everybody thinks I'm weird, but I'm one of them. Your white picket fence is making me bleed. I go outside, you refuse to see me. Was I not built for the suburbs? I go wish I could have helped her. Your white picket fence is making me bleed. Your locked doors just don't hide the screams. Was I not built for the suburbs? I'll shield my ears beneath the cover. He's not crazy, he's just lonely. Don't look at him like that. She's not crazy, she's my sister. Don't look at her like that. And everybody thinks I'm weird, and everybody thinks I'm weird, and I'm okay with that. I gotta get out of here, I gotta get out of here, 'cause it's just a trap. It's still burning outside. I'll become my mom. She probably wanted a different life. She probably wrote this song. Well, thank you so much. I'm just going to close out with a song I recently wrote called Smother. Thank you for having me, and Baby and Gara. You could find me online as Emma Blue Jeans. Smother you to remind you I forgive you, I really do. Smother you to remind you that I'm too much, you don't like that. Smother you to remind you no one likes you, only I do. Smother you because I know I can. We both know that this will never end, and you'll go away 'cause I'm the one who's used to it, and I want you to hurt me. I want you to push me. I deserve all of it. I deserve all of it. I deserve all of it. Thank you.
Okay, and you can follow them on Spotify and listen to their new EP, Youth Large. Hello. Okay, we're just gonna do some readjusting.
Yeah. Get into it, frankly.
Get
Yeah.
into it, yeah.
So how's everybody feeling? How are we doing at this moment of time? Nice, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you
thank
for
you.
the one woo.
Yeah,
I
good.
really appreciate the woo.
And when we said get into it, yeah, you were like,
You were like,
oh, you have a water. Oh, great.
actually, they're all for me. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm really thirsty.
That's okay.
Should I sit at the end?
Oh,
Or should I sit in the middle?
no. Let's have the guest
Guest
sit
sit in the middle.
middle.
Let's have the guest sit in
Yeah.
the middle. Now, which one of these water bottles did I already open and take a big old sip of?
Yeah, that's true. But we're going to kiss later anyway, so
That's
it really doesn't matter.
True. Gonna
I
give
would
you
love
that
one.
one.
Okay, great.
Wow. Okay, we've now gotten to the hashtag main event. Pulling the questions out of my underwear. Just kidding, I'm not wearing underwear, actually. Crazy. couldn't do it in the jumpsuit, so.
Yes, and before we, I keep saying get into it. Yeah. Get into it, yeah. We are going to introduce ourselves, even though we do know that. No.
Guest is gonna do it too.
Oh, you're right. I'm a Pisces rising.
And I'm a Cancer rising, so we should be crying right now.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Okay, so can we bring guests up?
We can, but I want a little bit more built up. I feel like there wasn't enough.
Yeah,
They're just, the
okay.
guest is like so famous that actually in their rider it says they need at least 2.5 full minutes of build up before they come on.
Totally. Okay, let's give clues about the guest.
Yeah, okay, great, yeah. This guest, oh yeah, what were you going
This
to say?
guest is a Halloween Scorpio.
Oh, yeah.
Rack your brains for celebs.
Yeah. I honestly, like a Halloween Scorpio to me, like that's like a Dakota Johnson for me.
Oh, a lot of limes in a bowl.
Yeah, and I knew that half of the crowd was thinking we got Dakota Johnson
I
tonight.
know. Sorry, it's Doja. Sorry.
Yeah, don't say it.
Okay, right.
Yeah. The next guest can be seen doing her famous TikTok dance all over the internet.
This next guest hates karaoke. This is true. The facts I'm saying are true.
You're doing true ones. I thought we were doing stuff about Doja Cat.
Okay, so
yeah, Doja
so
Cat
who's
was
the
born
guest? It is
on
about I
Halloween.
intimately know Doja Cat.
Yeah.
I know that Doja Cat. What's something else I can say about Doja Cat?
Well,
The guest, Doja Cat.
the guest. The ghost.
The ghost.
The ghost tonight is a ghost that's been haunting this stage for 50 years.
This guest is not gay, but was recently asked by her son if she was.
Yeah. This guest is not gay, but it does have the vibe of like she kind of like, you know, in college was maybe like dancing and like a girl came up to her, it's just like, "Are you gay?" And she probably like lingered on it for a second and like thought about it a bit,
Yeah.
and then ultimately said, "No, I'm not gay.
No.
I love cock, but."
Well, probably not that also, actually, knowing this guest.
Okay, this guest hates cock. I gotta
And
stop.
gay people. Just kidding. Not
Yeah,
true.
we have a real homophobe with us.
We're going to
desiccating, queen.
We are filleting the flesh from a homophobe on N Baby Live. On the AS220 stage. And they're seated among us.
Oh, man.
I'm glad I'm cracking
Dude,
myself
I never
up.
desiccate anymore. I've said it a million times.
Oh.
I never desiccate anymore.
Guys, does anyone in the audience know if desiccate means to chew?
Does it mean to chew?
What is the word that means to chew that is a D? Okay, well, I'll take that as well. I'll take that as well.
Literally, like, I need
Okay,
to
hold
stop
on, hold
them
on.
because they don't know
let
what
us
it
know.
means.
It's when something dries out.
Shit, that is really not what I thought it was. What is the fancy word for chewing? Guys, masticate. Okay.
Thank you.
Masticate.
Literally, I would like to say the binary tonight, if everyone's wondering, is soaking to desiccate.
Okay.
You
Yes.
soak to desiccate.
Place yourself
Yeah.
on the
Place yourself
spectrum.
on the
Everything's a
binary.
spectrum. Today I'm feeling far soaked.
Today,
I am wet wild on the stage.
Great. Glad we're having a good time.
I'm having a great time.
And I think that was 2.5 minutes, which was enough on our guest writer.
Okay, wait. Can we ask a couple people who they think the guest actually is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like someone's just gonna get it right away.
Who's guessing? Who wants to guess? Fuck you, man.
Sit down.
You think I would bring my mom on this podcast?
Yeah, you're literally
God.
sitting. Yeah, no, we got
No.
a huge celebrity.
No.
Literally.
Let me go power up the drone and you'll see.
Yeah,
It's Doja
call
Cat.
her right now. Call your mom right now and prove to everyone that she's not going to be on the show.
No, it is my mom.
Yeah.
Let's bring up my mom.
Ginny Dunleavy!
Yes. The Ginster, Ginny-licious.
Yeah, Ginny. Ginny-licious for delicious.
Make them boys go crazy. So,
They always claim they know me, coming to me, call me Ginny. I'm the G to the I, N, and the I, the E, and can no other Ginny put it down like me. I'm Ginny-licious.
woo!
I honestly didn't think.
So, Mom, how does it feel? Oh, no.
Yeah, we read that. We read that
It's live.
writer.
It's live.
Hello.
Ginny, oh, yours is hot. Yours is hot.
Hot.
We read that rider.
We read the
front to
rider.
back.
Yeah, and I didn't think you read about the Ginlicious song, but
Yeah.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah, you guys
that
thought
you.
there was no rider. The drone thing was a joke, but the Ginny-licious thing was in my mom's rider.
Yeah.
She put in the writer, she said, I need a full, poorly done cover of the Fergie song, Fergalicious Done in My Name. And we did it.
Fergalicious, parentheses, the Fergie song. If
I
you
said
will.
between that and Rent
Rent.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we split the difference.
because
for
I've
you.
watched one episode.
Of Rent?
No, of Ed
What-
Baby.
what happened,
I've
Dawn?
listened to one,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
and I think you sang Rent.
It's
in
true.
it.
Hey,
We
it's
sing it a
common
lot.
occurrence.
Yeah.
What did you think of the episode you listened to, Mom?
No, I thought it was fun. I
Strong. Pretty bad.
I learned a few things. I thought it was it was great.
Great.
It was great.
Great.
What'd you learn?
That's a really good question.
My mom did just make fun of my laugh, by the way, is what you all just missed, is that she just went,
Wait, actually, fully, I did last night. I got into my Airbnb.
you got into it, yeah?
Yeah, I got into it, yeah. I rolled up to my Airbnb, which is fully Maggie's house, and
It's
my
just my parents'
Airbnb
house.
host, Maggie's parents, were fully like when I walked in the door.
I was not there, by the way.
No, Maggie was not there. I walked in the door, and they both went, do you want a drink? And I went, a drink? And they went, a drink. And then we proceeded to drink for like the next like couple hours.
Well,
Yeah.
you could have had tea.
We're just when my blue jeans out, I heard.
Emma Blue Jeans. We're gonna have a tea with milk and sugar. We're like, oh, all right, we'll find it. We've got it. It's somewhere in here. We've got.
Yeah, it was really just like water with just like kind of leftover coffee grounds just like mixed in.
We would have been better if she had asked for Sanka.
Yeah,
If they had
truly,
asked for Sanka,
truly,
I'd be like,
truly.
oh, I can hook you up with a Sanka.
Truly.
That's what you keep for
Oh, but
company.
I was gonna say pretty immediately, Ginny was talking about the podcast. Actually, not immediately, like an hour in, but pretty immediately, an hour in, Ginny was talking about the podcast and went, "Do you hear Maggie's laugh?"
I just said it. Oh, so charming of me. Huh?
When Maggie would go, when we, as they said, they're theater people.
It's true.
And so there would be theater competitions. And so we would have to watch all of the different high schools
True.
in Rhode Island do their, and I loved it. But Maggie would be over there with their friends, and between my cackle, which is like, and her,
It is true.
people would be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We would-
I will
It's
say
true.
you both have very much hot goils with loud laugh energy.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, mics. Cheers with the mics.
Because like I
Yeah.
do think sometimes you will meet a goyle that is like very hot to trot, and then they'll laugh and you'll go, okay, I get your edge.
There it
You're like,
is.
I understand what kind of makes you humbler on the inside.
Okay, really quick, I'm realizing something, which is that usually on this podcast, we have two insanely manic, high-pitched voice, visually quite similar people.
Sure.
And we have one
I wonder who those
kind
are.
of baritone, deep, long pause, contemplative, dark-haired, quiet, deep voice person. And what we've kind of done is kind of brought three people who look basically the same
Yeah, that's true.
and have kind of the same voice and same energy.
Right, yeah.
And that is what is going on. I'm looking at both of you and
Keep
I'm
up.
like,
Keep up is all we have to
it's
say
like
on this
in a
one.
mirror.
Keep up, okay?
Yeah, keep up. We're
Because
gonna
we
move
don't
fast.
have the pregnant pause
Fast
that
and
babe
loose,
brings.
fast and loose.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be fast.
Keep up.
Keep
up.
and a lot of insane.
It's
laughs.
early. It's
Yeah,
early.
it is
You
early.
can't
It
be
is
tired.
early. Yeah,
No.
yeah. No, you can't.
Hey,
be.
exactly.
early in the night.
This will fully go on for at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Introduce.
yeah. Let's introduce ourselves. So
Do we get the music thing?
What?
what
Like when you
music
do
is
it on M Baby, there's like
I
there's
want to
like
hear you
intro,
say
babe.
it.
Wait, yeah. Let's do a cold open
A
right
cold
now.
open to intro.
The funniest cold open we've ever done. We're gonna do it right now.
Okay.
I've only heard one episode, so.
Okay, great. So, but you know what a cold open is, right?
yeah.
Okay, great.
Just like I know what soaking is.
Good.
All right.
Good. Welcome.
I have internet. I'll figure that out.
Yeah, little do we know, Ginny stepped away during the show to Google what soaking is.
Downloaded TikTok, made an account,
Yeah.
found the page that I did. Very
Oh,
informative.
yeah.
Follow
got
me.
it.
Join
Okay.
my Patreon.
Oh, I did explain to my mom what a Patreon was an hour ago, so
Yeah.
we're monetizing already. Love
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We
Okay.
make a lot of money. So much. Okay.
Intro.
This is the
Okay,
funniest cold open of all time.
Ready?
Have you ever okay, this is pretty personal of me.
Yeah, Gara, let's go.
But have you ever been pooping and you poop the biggest poop that you've ever had and you think in your head, I can have a child because this is the biggest poop I've ever pooped. You've done that, right? You'll poop the biggest poop you've ever had.
Uh-huh.
Then you think in your head, I was never thinking about having kids, but now I've given birth to a poop baby, and now I think I can have children.
Gary, you're from a vowel state, right?
I want to hear you say it. My
That was
mom
good.
does have a theory that people from vowel beginning of the
Yeah,
word.
beginning vowel states. I mean, they're just a problem. Vowel states.
What?
They're a problem. Like Ohio almost like seconds itself out because the O kind of but they're a problem.
Wait, they're a problem because so what does that have to relate to me?
Well, my point is
Iowa.
like children don't come out of your ass. So you could poop a brick, and I don't think it would be.
For sure.
I don't know. They cut this one out.
What?
Cut what out?
Maggie, they cut that one out.
Oh, they cut Maggie out.
Yeah, they cut this one out.
What do you mean?
oh,
Oh,
they-
I was a C-section. That's what we're talking about. Okay, I think we should move right
All
on
right.
to introductions.
Intro.
Okay, cool. My name is Gara, pronouns they, them. I was also a C-section.
Uh-oh, two C-section babies in one podcast,
Yeah.
yikes.
But when you're a C-section baby, you don't get vaginal juices on your face. And I'm a firm believer that not having vaginal juices on your face makes you a less hot person. But anyway, hi, my name
less
is-
hot? Are
I
you
do
looking
think it
at
makes
us?
you a less. Well, I just think that if you have vaginal juices on your face,
Maybe you spend the rest of your life searching for vaginal juices on your face.
Yeah, it just makes you gay.
Guys, that was really
the
funny.
missing
that's why?
something out of my life.
That's why. Anyways, what's your gender today, Gara?
My gender today, I think, is a waitrix. That
Waitrix the musical
is Waitrix the musical is a waitrix that like absolutely flip-flopped the entire order and now has gone home to their boyfriend. Waitrix. Their boyfriend has been like, babe, it was such a hard day today. I flip-flopped an entire order. Let's cuddle and soak for 2 hours. And that's my gender today.
That's your gender, okay.
Yeah, great.
Do you want me to go next? Okay, hi, my name is Maggie. Hey, did you say your pronouns, Gara?
I said my pronouns
Okay,
they,
sorry,
them,
sorry,
and
sorry.
I didn't have vaginal juices on my face.
Oh, true. Yes, okay. I use they, them, and he, him pronouns, and my gender today, not in this outfit, but earlier today, I'm so obsessed with wearing green and brown right now. It's like I'm just feeling so just like earth tone zone.
For sure.
And I really looked like the 4-H like guy who like sits in the back of class and is just like, when am I gonna need math?
Right.
When am I gonna need geometry when I'm out with the cows in the field?
Yeah. Who
Fuck
honestly,
you.
who during lunch like brought in like a full pizza and is
Yes.
like just eating it
No,
throughout the class.
in math class.
Yeah,
Yes,
right,
exactly.
right.
It's just like, I don't give a fuck about this, Mr. Brown.
I actually see Timberlands in your future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Timberlands.
Yeah, Timberlands. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
We're all buying Timberlands since you can't return your shit to the LL Bean anymore.
Oh,
Is
Right?
that true?
I mean, why buy LL Bean boots anymore when you know,
You raise a great point, Mom.
so go Timberland.
wait, I love how this podcast has already turned into an LL Bean hate podcast.
Yeah.
Because you can't return your shit to the
Forever.
store anymore.
Yeah,
fuck you, LL
You know what that is,
We're not
Maggie?
down with it.
Maggie Boo, you know what that is?
What?
Bait.
And switch. Oh my God, guys, really quick. If you want to be on the inside of this joke, when I was like 12 years old, my mom took me to Sears to get pants, and we got to the checkout, and they were like, oh, those actually aren't on sale. And she was so pissed. She pulled me out of that Sears as fast as she could, and she said, Maggie, we are never going to Sears ever again. That was a bait and switch. And I said, yes, queen, we are never going to Sears again. And I have yet to go to a Sears since that fateful day. Okay, so introduce yourself.
Okay, hey, I'm Ginny, and I go by she, her pronouns.
What's your
And,
gender?
Love.
You know, I was thinking about my gender this morning when I woke up.
As we all do in this
Because
room.
I knew.
First thing, open your eyes. What's my
I knew I was going to be here, and so I think my gender today is when you're driving up to Maine.
Nice.
And you see
got the crowd already.
And you see a bunch of like Animal Crossing signs, right? You start to
Nice.
see different
Right,
Animal
right.
Crossing signs. My gender is that moose. That is my gender.
My gender.
My gender.
Hey, that's the Rhode Island. My gender.
My gender.
What do you want? You want a
shit anymore.
You want a pilsner? You want a pilsner?
Pilsner. My gender.
My
is the
gender is like
moose.
with a pilsner, but my gender is the moose that's
Yeah.
in the stream that you never think you're gonna see, and then everyone's like, "There's a moose! That's the moose!" and
That's
then
the
people pull
moose.
over, and everyone's doing it, and the moose is just like,
Yes.
That's
yes.
good. For anyone,
yeah. Rock on.
Yeah,
Okay.
great, solid gender. For anyone listening to the podcast, Ginny did an incredible Oscar-worthy impression.
There
of
was
a
some
moose.
gorgeous moose.
Yeah.
Don't you think a moose is like an animal that, if there was some higher being that was just doing it, like they gave it to the temp, and they're like, "Listen, we need something else created today," and it's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do skinny legs, one big body, I'm gonna do this crazy nose, I'm gonna do like some horns but little ears," like. Right?
Absolutely.
That was definitely created by a temp.
Yes.
that is
And
that
thank
is
God
temp work right there.
that temp was on
Yeah,
the
and then
retainer
went
that
home
day.
Later that day and was like, babe, it was like a really hard day, like making animals. Like I flip-flopped the entire thing. Can we just like sit and watch Netflix and soak? And that's
And that was that.
Yeah, that was that. That was that.
So we have 3 questions today.
We do.
I came around, so did Gara. We got gorgeous questions from many audience members.
Right, and I will say it was mostly Maggie that went around Maggie is a very personable person,
Okay.
and when they got up and went to someone, they automatically connected. It went great. I went over to them over here and noticed that my interaction was not going the exact same as Maggie's interaction. And I said to them, you guys need to act like you're having a really good time so it looks like I'm doing better than Maggie is.
Nice. Wow.
So that's the only question I got to, but we
Okay.
had a great time.
And
yeah.
and seeing you do such a good job
Right.
really got me into gear, and
Yeah.
then I really had to talk to every other person.
Yeah, totally.
And we've connected, and we're actually going on vacation
Yeah,
later this
but
month.
this is something that would actually happen to you. I would like to say
Yes,
that
it's
like
true.
you are the type of person that literally will like walk into like just like we'll pop into like a bodega and like grab. Do you guys know what a bodega is? Okay, great. Just making sure. I was just like, if it's not coffee milk, you know. You know what it is. But
little brains can't handle it.
Yeah, your little Rhode Island brains.
Small state, small brains.
Yeah.
Mariah
That's what I've always
Carey.
said.
From a local.
This from a vowel state.
True.
Honestly, the vowel
Keep
state
pushing
thing,
the vowel state
yeah.
agenda. That's the new tinfoil hat.
Right,
Vowel state,
is vowel
watch out
state,
for
yeah.
it.
But anyway, we'll walk into a bodega and like, you know, we're picking out one of those like cakes that like sit at the end of the, you know, like those
Yeah,
cakes that are
yeah.
in like the wrapper that taste like shit, but when
So
you're like
good.
drunk on like a Friday night, they taste like the most amazing thing you've ever had.
Hell
And like,
yeah.
you know, we'll like go up to the front and like Maggie will like start talking to someone in line, and then like by the time we get out of line, it's fully like, yeah, I'm going to name my first child after that person. And it's like, oh really, you're gonna name your first child? And you're like, yeah, I actually agreed, and I'm going to name my first child after the person in the bodega line.
That's life, baby.
And that's a Gemini for you.
Hey,
truly.
yeah, power. Gemini Cancer, though, because I got the life of the party, but a deep emotional well.
For sure, for sure.
So, 3 questions. We loved every single one, and we are keeping them to answer the rest of them on the pod eventually. But these were the ones that kind of sparked joy tonight. So, shall we?
Yeah. Would you like to read the first question?
Yeah.
Great.
Which one should I read first?
Oh.
Tell me kind of with your eyes or something. Kind of. I feel like one of these, right? Okay. All right. That's another thing you don't hear in the pod is us going, okay, who's going to read it? Oh, this is actually great. Okay, no, this is from Anani. If you know, you know. And the question is, looking back, what is your most Jeb childhood memory?
For sure.
Do you?
Yeah.
We were hoping you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I don't understand a word.
Do you know what Jeb means?
No, and I don't have time to get my phone and go in.
It is on Urban Dictionary, but Gara made it up. So
Oh,
Yeah.
you made it up?
Yeah,
It's an
It's a
acronym.
word that I made up that pretty quickly just entered, you know,
The normative.
yeah,
Yes.
the normative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
From a vowel
The
state, if you
zeitgeist.
can believe.
Yeah.
We
It's
can.
probably Urban Dictionary stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Not quite Webster.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait, before I continue, I legally have to know this to be able to talk to you. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're a Scorpio, because she was born
Halloween,
on
I was
Halloween.
I'm a treat.
I'm a treat. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
got it. I feel
yes.
more comfortable talking to you
All
right now. Jeb is a word, the only word of its kind that means gender euphoric bliss.
So, have you ever heard? Do you know what dysphoria means?
Yeah. I do.
Okay. It's like the opposite of that. Right. It's like you're just like, I am feeling chef's kiss in my gender.
In my gender. Right.
Yeah. And I think that this question was interesting for you because obviously, Ginny, you are kind of like, you know, the girl at the bar who's like double fisting like 2 Narragansetts and also just like dropping F-bombs like crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's kind of like your vibe.
It's interesting because it says about childhood.
Yeah.
And so because my birthday is Halloween, and my best friend forever since first day kindergarten is here,
Oh my God.
and was at all my birthdays, like one of my favorite costumes ever was I went as G.I. Ginny. And so I had
see?
I had
Oh my
the,
God, no
sick.
wonder we thought
I
she
had
was
the
gay.
full-on one-piece like you know, camouflage, and I had earth shoes, which is perfect complement of that,
Yeah.
and this thing. And I loved that so much that even after my birthday, I would go around the neighborhood playing tree doctor, and I would wear this outfit and climb up trees and do things. I would say that I was like such an ultimate town boy.
When you were growing up, wasn't there a period of time when you would go around with Grandpa and people thought you were a little boy?
Yeah, so my parents belonged to a golf course, and the women were not allowed up.
Classic, am I right?
Are we right? Right?
Wait, not allowed up
to
like
the men's. There's a men's area. Right.
Got
and
it,
so
got it.
I was just such a sort of androgynous-looking youth.
Yeah.
In my
Aren't we all?
in my thing. And so one time I was like, Dad, I really want to see the men's lounge. And so he's like, all right. And he brought me up. And he said, yeah, this is my son, Billy. And there's all these freaking old men up there. And they're like, Billy, do you play pool?
Damn.
Yeah, I play pool, judge, blah, blah. And so I did. I went up as Billy.
Billy.
Yeah, Billy's good.
Okay.
Billy's great.
That's Jeb for me, personally.
Yeah, that's super Jeb. Wait, so do you feel like growing up, you were like fairly androgynous like most of your adolescence, or was there like a time that you like kind of like felt like, okay, I'm like kind of moving away from this?
It's so funny because I never thought about it. Like, I don't think I had a huge like
moment or anything.
Or like I just didn't think about it. I just was like, this is me.
Yeah.
But I didn't really put it to equate to gender.
Yes.
I just was like, man, I like climbing trees, and I like,
Yeah. I'm like terrified by the end of this. Like, your mom is gonna discover she's trans, and I'll be like, oh shit.
No, I mean, I had a star doll. You guys are all too young, but some people remember the star doll because
the Lutheran in the back.
Because everybody had Barbies, and then there was like those are my people.
Oh, okay, great.
Those are your people.
But then
I fully was worried that they just like wandered in off of the
they're my
street. They're
people.
like, they've said cock about like.
But I had a star doll that was kind of like, this cool sort of Mary Tyler Moore mod doll that I was on board with. So I don't know. What about you? I mean, first of all,
you want to?
Okay, from like
Let's
early
get
age,
into it. Yeah.
Maggie would be like, I'm dancing completely naked, would just put on a tutu and be like, I'm dancing in my tutu, and just would do all of these things, and I'd be like, wow, it was.
Wow. Yeah.
This is funny because
And then what did I tease you the whole time?
Oh, that I was a thespian?
Yeah.
Yeah. My
thought it
mom
was
knew
so-
I was gay way before me. Let's just say one time I missed my best friend's violin recital, and I became so upset that I demanded we go to Whole Foods to get her roses and chocolates to leave on her doorstep. And I was like, then I'm straight. And that's my truth. But my mom would always be
so
like,
you called them a
thespian. They'd be like, oh, you're thespian. Like a theater person.
got it. Yeah. But like in
insinuating.
your head, you were like, I'm saying thespian.
In my head, I just was being funny, but now,
Now,
really,
the truth comes
You're like,
out.
oh, I wasn't serious. I wasn't being serious. You're like, oh shit. Too far. Joke went too far.
for the camera.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Jeb memories. I don't know. I feel like so much of my childhood that was Jeb was also in a space where, like, the cool thing about childhood, at least for me, was that there was a lot of space before anybody has to know, or when people are putting gender on you, it kind of like goes over your head, or you're kind of like, what? I don't know what that means. And like playing pretend was so Jeb for me. Like just being like in kind of like another world, or like being like a queen or something.
Yeah.
Like that to me felt like authentic without being like, and I'm this other thing. It just felt like true.
I feel like we were similar in the ways of like we played pretend until we were too old
But
to play
until I got my
pretend.
period, honestly.
Yeah.
When I was
like,
15.
Fully like being like 15 years old, like playing in the woods, like with your friends, playing like Cheetah Girl Spies or something like that. And then like literally.
What? The Cheetah Girls? Did I take you to see?
My first concert was the Cheetah Girls at P-PAC. Opener was fucking the Jonas Brothers. And yes, the fucking PR our people were passing out the Jonas Brothers EP on CDs outside. I
Oh,
still have
shit.
the EP of
Yeah,
those young
got
men.
fucking year 3000 on that shit.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I'm glad there's some solidarity out here.
Okay, so you
Right.
knew. Maybe we'll play Cheetah Girl Spies after this.
Oh, maybe we will.
Honestly, I'll never peak harder than I did when I made up the game Cheetah Girl Spies because my
That's a
friends
real
were-
game?
Oh, it's a real game. You're Cheetah Girls, but you're also spies.
Wow. That rules. That's Jeb, honestly.
That is,
Yes.
that is fucking
Is that your Jeb answer?
Honestly,
No, Garris is sticking their feet in the fruit salad and not telling anybody.
Okay, that was fucked up. Yeah, okay. I stuck my feet in a fruit salad and then watched my family eat it and then said, ha-ha, I put my feet in that. And then my family was like, what the fuck? Like, go to your room. And I fully sat in my room like, oh shit. I thought that was going to be the funniest thing ever. I thought my dad was going to be like, oh. Just think it was so hilarious that he was like, oh yeah, I'm eating something your feet touch. Anyway.
No.
But I agree with the playing. Did you grow up playing pretend? Like, was that a thing that you did?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. In the 70s, 60s, did you guys play pretend?
Excuse me, everyone, look away. Look.
Ah!
No. I definitely think that I mean, we did things like, the difference between when I had, my kids, my parents would be like, it's 8 o'clock, get out of the house. And then we would roam the neighborhood for a good 10 hours.
In the morning.
So you had to have...
I also had the thought, at night?
you had to have a good...
It's darkness. Go.
We would be like...
Run.
I think I just recently told you this, but we had this little stream, and there was we called it Clay Mines, and there was a Zoom episode. Come on in, zoom, zoom, zoom. Anybody?
yeah.
Come on
and
zoom,
zoom.
come on and zoom, come on and zoom.
Zoom is
Anyways, there was a Zoom episode where they took mud and they caught a fish, and they put the mud on the fish, and then they packed it in salt. And I was like, I'm gonna do that. So I went to the reservoir, caught a sunfish, and then I went to the mines and I put it in clay, and then I went and got salt and I put it in salt, and I just had this really gross,
Yeah.
So I did that kind of stuff. I definitely remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So less kind of playing pretend and more just kind of did you catch a fish with your bare hands?
No, I didn't catch it with my bare
Kinda
hands.
Bear
I
Grylls shit.
had my little...
Ginny versus Wild out there.
Straight up.
I mean, it was a sunfish, but I had one of those little, with the bobber, and just...
Well,
Oh, and you
something,
caught
something.
it. Yeah. Oh, Ginny, that's so Jeb. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
all right.
cool as
I
fuck.
guess I don't understand, Jeb, but I am. I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, but tomboys are chic. Tomboys are hot. The
Tomboys,
girls who
yes.
were tomboys growing up were they were next level because
Yeah.
I think people would label me a tomboy, but I wasn't actually a tomboy. They just couldn't place me
Right,
into.
we've talked about that.
Yeah. I was just weird. It wasn't that I was a tomboy. I was fully I wore the same shirt every day. It was this Pee-wee football shirt. That literally I just wouldn't change because I didn't want to take a shower.
Hell
That's
yeah.
not tomboy. That is straight up just I was a stinky stink boy.
Yeah, for sure.
But the girls who were tomboys were always I thought that they my older sister's a tomboy. T-O-M tomboy.
Yes.
And the tomboys would straight up be they would be texting guys, but also be like, hey, you wanna wrestle in the dirt? And I would be like, no, I can't get my gauchos dirty.
Gauchos. Never forget. Never forget the limited 2. Honestly, here's the thing is that I can't really mind my childhood for the boy I would have been because
Yeah.
I just literally can't imagine it because I was just I must go to limited 2 and tell my mom to buy this $90 skirt. That was all my brain was saying. And so I don't know what else was in there.
Sure.
And so part of but the thing is about childhood is that it's so weird and so much of it is uncomfortable but
Yeah.
also fun. I'm
Yeah.
actually kind of moving into adolescence here now, I'm realizing.
Wait, childhood is different than adolescence.
Yeah, childhood is little kid, and adolescence is my armpits stink. I have to straighten my hair for the dance.
Yeah.
Someone has to do the back.
Yeah. For
Yeah. Oh God.
I feel like some of that is also like parents, right? So
Yeah.
Mags, when
So-
they were very little, they wanted to go to this dance, and they were like, "Mom, I want you to put in a braid in my hair, and
God.
I want like a pretty dress. Can you make it?" I was like, "No." So like, I had to do the whole phone a friend. Like, I had to bring in people. I had to be like, putting it out there. I need someone to do some French braiding, and I need a pretty dress. And
it worked.
And people came and did it. But I think that you just were like, oh, that's not something everybody has, because you knew I wasn't coming from me.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure. Like MTV's True Life, my mom is a tomboy. Yeah.
And that's our show. No.
Yeah. MTV's True Life, my mom is a tomboy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Next cue.
Let's do next cue.
I like that one.
Yay! Clap.
Okay, this is gonna be perfect for you, Jenny. Yeah, I'm pumped about this. Okay, this question is also from Anani. Dear N Baby, I absolutely love y'all. I'm so glad I can see y'all live tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, question asker.
Yeah, straight up, anytime people ask questions, they're like, literally, I love you so much. I'm like, literally, I don't deserve you. Okay. I'm really struggling right now with coming out to my parents as trans, parentheses, non-binary. I have a feeling my mom already knows, ... Here's why. She came to visit me in July to help me move into my new apartment while shopping for some new, God, I'm the worst. While shopping for some new dishes, we came across Target's Pride collection. Mugs, and my hand wavered on one that says, ask me about my pronouns. She noticed this and proceeded to get me to buy it because it's quote unquote perfect for me.
Okay.
She then later noticed all my friends using my name, parentheses, new name, and asked me if I would ever consider changing my name. I told her no, parentheses, LOL, lying.
For sure.
But OMG, she clearly is onto me, right?
Uh-huh.
Does this sound like she is at least open to the idea or question mark? I really don't know if I should consider, God, I'm the worst at reading these. I don't know. I really don't know if I should. There should be a comma there. Should, comma, considering she had a hard time with me being a lesbian when I came out about that. She's also just homophobic light. TM, dude. I feel you. LOL, me too. No, just kidding. My mom, LOL. And transphobic, I think. What should I do, N baby? Come out or just let her put it together herself?
Ooh. We love a question about a mom when a mom's on stage.
Love a question about
What
a
will the
mom.
mom say?
Let's take it to the mom.
Take
it to the mom.
Come here, girl. Don't hit me. Go with it. Okay, first brush. I feel like your mom is trying to get you to come out.
I agree.
If I went up to somebody that, okay, here's me like totally imagining a possibility.
For sure.
Which is like, my kid came out to me, I like fully bungled it as a lesbian. I was like, fuck, trauma response. I did not do a good job with that one.
As a therapist,
Okay, yes,
you're
maybe
preparing
I
your
wouldn't do
whole
this,
life.
but if I
You
was
really dropped
somebody
the ball on
who
that
would drop the ball, maybe, no, my kid brings home a drone. My kid brings home a drone.
My kid brought home a drone.
Totally bungle the drone thing. And then I'm too proud to be like, hey, I'm sorry about the drone thing. I love that you love drones. And then I start to like put my little feelers together that maybe they might be non-binary. I feel like if I didn't have it within me to say, I'm really glad that you're gay, I would just kind of be like, huh, is this useful to you?
Right.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
You probably do.
Yeah.
Tell me that you do.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask you if you do.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
so I feel like your mom is kind of really trying to get it to happen.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
What do you think, Mom?
It's interesting because I'm sitting here and hearing
Yes,
that question for the first time. I don't remember you coming out to me. Like, I don't remember a
I do.
moment where you were like, I don't really remember it. And see, that's what's so funny. Like, I'm sure you did. Absolutely.
He remembers.
God,
The
how
real
did I
ones remember
react?
when I came out to my mom.
How did I react?
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
Well, I remember it was kind of when I was like, I literally remember where we were. We were in our old house in the backyard by the swing set.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And I was kind of like, I don't think I'm straight. I think I'm figuring that out, but I kind of was like, I am not a straight person. I'm bi or something. And I remember you were kind of like, well. Or you said something about how you already knew. I feel like it was kind of like,
You're like, you're a thespian.
Exactly.
You're like, thespian.
That covered a lot.
it was chill. It was not heartwarming, but it was not violent.
I mean, I just
We'll
think
take it.
I think at some point, like when you're watching someone and you're going through it. But for me, like I was saying, like, you know, I played the games. Like, gender just didn't make the biggest deal, and I'm pretty lucky to have two real close friends. And one of my friends said,
I don't remember when I came out to you as non-binary
and
either.
said to
actually.
me, you know, he said to me, Ginny, why do I have to come out to you? You didn't come out as straight to me. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I didn't.
Points are being made.
You don't need to, you don't need to come out. So it is this thing. I will say that there's probably an age thing. I don't know the age of this parent, but there are some there are some things. I was talking to my friend tonight, and I was saying that with pronouns, it's challenging, right? It's challenging, just like not to say you're seeing a podcast because you're just used to doing something. Like you just can fall into some like things that are comfortable that it's oops. At some point when it's your kid, you move beyond oops.
Yeah.
And you try harder. Like I
Yeah.
try harder
Yeah.
when I'm with this group.
Yeah.
And would I slip if I was with another group? Not because I'm being malicious or don't care, but
Yeah.
I care so deeply about this. I don't want to fuck it up.
This gorgeous
But-
handsome ass.
but I'll tell you, so I think, with moms, it's challenging. And like, I feel this thing that I think a lot of people have so much anxiety. And I think with a lot of them, they forget this fact that, at least speaking for myself, as a mom, if my kids are healthy and they're happy and they're not hurting anyone and no one's hurting them, I don't give a fuck who they fuck or what they do, or just like let it be.
Yeah.
And like even, the sexuality in baby, I'm like, you're ordering mushrooms online? Like, I'm like that.
the
was,
episode you
that ends
listened
up being
to?
like a bigger thing for me. I'm like, can you do that
Sean
online? Is
Terrell's,
it safe?
don't worry,
Is it
it's
safe? I don't
organic.
know. These
Yeah.
mushrooms are coming. What did they do? I'm
Yeah.
in a mailroom. I'm like, is
Well,
somebody...
it's lion's mane mushrooms, and they actually can be used
really good for
as
boosting
mock
attention
crab
and
for vegan
focus.
sandwiches, and that is actually what we use the mushrooms for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you
definitely.
raised a great point. Yeah.
That is actually more explanation than you ever gave me about your sexuality. So that's...
The bitch is roasting me back.
That was just... That was just
I love it. I love it.
Okay.
But the other thing is I do believe that the target is that mom trying to drop a hint.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
I
so
do
as
think
well.
that
I
target...
think
think so as
universally we agree that the mom is trying to drop a hint and you should take it.
Yeah, I agree that you should take the hint, and I kind of wish that my parents would drop hints.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I am from a family. Me literally thinking right now, if my parents know any way how to get onto a live stream, they don't. My parents don't even know what a podcast is. But I think that like with my parents, they're so in denial about who I am that like to imagine my mom being like, oh, we should get you a pronoun cup because maybe that's what you are. And I'd be like, thank you so much. That's all I need. Literally, just give me the cup. Like, I will take the cup. Let's never talk about this again.
But it's very, I think it's very tricky because we have in our family another portion where the parents are just not accepting and they're just like, I'm digging in my heels.
Another part of the family.
And you can say whatever you want, but I'm just gonna call you this, and I'm only going to acknowledge you as that, and I'm only going to talk to you as that, and that's challenging.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the most similar situation I have to this is my older sister who is not homophobic light, but does live in a vowel state. And,
Okay.
And in the capital of that vowel state.
Right.
So I was a little bit scared because I just didn't know where she lied. So I feel like I was more dropping hints of kind of like talking about pronouns and like and seeing if she kind of picked up on the hints. And thankfully she did, and I had like said like, you know, she asked me like, oh, what are your roommate's pronouns? And honestly, my heart kind of went in my ass, and I was like, oh God, this is happening.
Wow,
and then I was like, she went, what pronouns do you use? So I think most of the time with the hinting thing, I think it's people genuinely being like, I want this conversation to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you should allow it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think people are always afraid. They're always afraid that they're going to mess up. And I think on the other side, they're afraid that you're going to lash out with anger. And then these people are afraid that they're going to mess up. And sometimes that's just like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Totally.
But, you know, one of the things that Maggie has always done with us is, as always said in the beginning, like, I want you to try, and you know, if you can try, then it just makes me happy. It makes me feel more complete, and I enjoy it. But if you can't, maybe I'll remind you. Actually, freaking Keenan reminds me 24/7. Like Maggie,
Get out of a little brother.
Maggie will be really good.
And
And
like,
then
they.
and then
They.
Keenan will pull me aside and be like, "Ma, you're only at about 30%. So if you could,
telling you the stats.
if you could up your game to about 80, 82%,
like baseball terminology.
we
like
would all
you're
be a
batting
lot
low,
more comfortable.
you're
And I'll be
batting
like, all right, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, he's like throwing
All
you
right,
bunt
Put me in
signals.
coach. Put me in coach. I'm ready. I'm back
Yeah.
on the game. So it is. Maybe that person. I don't know if they have siblings. Maybe they'd find it out.
Hey, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, siblings are great when they are.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, we have one more question. I lost a piece of paper, but I have it in my brain. Is
Oh,
that okay?
great.
No,
Is that not it?
That's not it.
Oh, you lost a piece of paper. Okay.
So I'm just going to ask it. It's also from Anani, and it is about chosen family.
It is. Was that the third question that we picked?
Yes.
It was not, but we can do that question.
Okay, well, fucking sidebar with me then, Jesus.
Yeah, let's do a sidebar. Oh, okay, got it. For sure.
So the first rule of improv is yes and, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between.
Wait, I would like to say that was the toppiest thing Maggie's ever did. Maggie actually, they slipped their hand and pinched my arm and said, "Bitch, don't you fucking fuck this up for me." So, yeah.
That's the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That was
Ginny
a parenting
actually
trick
also
that I've
pinched my thigh and leaned over and said, "Cunt,
I
don't
haven't
fucking fuck this up for us." I'm like, "Okay, mommy."
Sorry.
Yes, mama.
Okay, so how do you know if somebody is part of your chosen family, and how do you define chosen family? We got the bio fam, but what's chosen fam like to you?
Yeah, we do got the bio fam. So I have said many times that you and Basil are probably my like core chosen family.
Absolutely.
I mean, the kind
Likewise.
of like other than like people that my best friend Naomi, who I knew in high school.
Real one.
Yes, we love running into them here. I was like, "You gotta get out! Like, we both can't be here." Anyway, that was a callback from about 2 hours ago. You remember, but I will say that like you guys were kind of like the first people that I was like, oh, this is what people talk about when they talk about chosen family, because honestly, I do feel like the word chosen family is a bit like the word imposter syndrome.
Or like self-care.
Where it's like mega overused and like no one clearly knows what it means anymore. They just like
which is
throw
why
it
someone asked,
around.
guys, what is it?
Yeah, right, exactly.
No.
And honestly, I would call them my chosen family, but also I would kind of just call you guys my family.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I detest the bio chosen family binary. And I say we need to smash that binary too.
Yeah, because I think that once you kind of like find those people, and I don't know where that switch is. It feels like the switch of like when like I'm gonna drag some people for a second.
Like when straight people online are like, or you know, when like straight people you like get to a point where you're like, you're not just my boyfriend, you're my best friend.
And they literally act like it's like the most incredible thing in the world. That like it's like, actually, babe, that's really sucks. It's not. But I don't know if there's like ever a time where it switches, but there are a lot of instances where I need a family. My family isn't there, and you fill that role. I think it rests on the other people to kind of step up and kind of take that hand and be like, I am going to be this for you.
Yeah, I think like to me, like that, like found family or a family that comes into your life later, like to me, I feel like with someone is that kind of family if I don't care what they think about me in terms of like the ways that I want to care for them. Case in point, Gara is going to get top surgery someday, and I am going to change their tubes. And I am like, babe, get ready to be lying in bed, and I come in with your popsicle, and I'm changing and you're draining your tubes. And Gara like doesn't quite believe it. I can tell. Gara was like, okay, and I'm like, I want to change the tubes. You're my brother.
Not that I don't believe it. You made it very clear you're going to change my tubes. But most of the time, you're like, oh, you're going to get top surgery. I'll be there for you. And Maggie's like, I'm going to change your tubes.
I literally am.
You're going to change my tubes.
Or like, I feel like it is, and with kind of like queer and trans family, it's that kind of like eye contact of like, I know that this is it, and I'm gonna do it, and like you can't like push me away and be like, oh no, like that's weird. I am like Venmoing my best friend Oren in LA, and I'm being like, I'm buying you a smoothie. You better fucking eat lunch today. I don't care how many dog walks you have. You know, it's like the pushy like. It's like in family, you can just be more annoying because those people can't leave you. Oops.
Right.
But also with chosen family, I feel the same way.
Yeah. We were kind of talking about this last night a little bit.
I guess a little bit. I mean,
Gara's replacing me in my family.
And like,
Gara's
remember last
it
time
in my house.
we're like 2 old fashions deep, just like playing strip poker, being like, what do you feel about chosen family?
Yeah, a little bit. And it's so funny
Prepping.
because I just basically met Em, and I was like, they're in.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like,
welcome.
totally in.
Where is Em?
Right there. But it's interesting this
blind?
idea
They're not there.
that I haven't heard the term chosen family. Is that?
Oh, really?
Yeah. But what I would say is like
Okay.
family a lot of times is complete assholes. And so this idea that you're choosing family, like that family's given this kind of glorious term, I just think that's weird.
Because you don't have positive associations with family?
Yeah, in a lot of ways. I mean, you think about Daddy's family; they got 4 siblings. They never talk to each other.
Yeah.
You know, I got some. You know, like a lot of
Okay,
family.
unpacking the Dunleavy
There's a-
family
there's a
trauma
lot
on the podcast.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Let's get into it, yeah. But hey,
what's the joke where there's always that, uncle at dinner or the thing? And so I guess that you can't get rid of family because you are. But I would think like, your chosen circle or whatever that is like those are the, like that's. I don't know.
Yeah.
Family, I'm almost like, why are you dooming them? Wow, that is just, that's a
That's
heavy marquee to have to go on. You are family. And, the only way we get you off the island is to kill you, literally. So, I mean, I don't know. I just think I think that's such a heavy term.
interesting.
Yeah. I honestly, I like the flip side of it of being like, why even have family?
Yeah. Deconstructing the nuclear family, a thesis of
Family
queering.
is canceled. Only acquaintances from now on.
Yes.
Is that bad, though? Is that
No,
bad?
I didn't think it was bad at all. I actually think you tapped into something like super cool, which is like
So cool, man. Dude, that is fucking sick
you're
as hell,
actually,
man.
I'm not shaming at all.
Good, yeah.
I fully am like, because I feel the same way. I am kind of like, if family, especially in the Midwest, maybe it's like this idea of like, like
you know, like they're your like, oh, you're not gonna come because I'm this person to you, and it's like just because you're that person to me, it's like moms. It's like moms.
What you talking about? What'd you talk about, Liz?
You know, sometimes you have a mom that like you don't have like the greatest connection with that mom. And then there's always this weight in your life that's like people will go, but it's your mom. And then I keep going, it's my mom. And then sometimes you can just be like, that doesn't matter. It does not matter.
And you can find people that are moms to you.
Yeah.
And you can even have a mom that will make you old fashions and hang out with you.
Yeah, and I think this whole idea is like you don't have a circle of family, but like your circle of friends is sometimes you don't see people for forever, and then they come into your life and they really are strong, and then they go away for a bit, and then they come back in, they're strong.
Yeah.
You know, and like you don't see people, but they can be grounding to you much more than family. I mean, I was saying recently that when I used to live in California, and I was a cocktail waitress, and I had Friday nights off, I would smoke a joint.
Yeah, let's get into the substance use. All right, I ordered mushrooms, but you would smoke a joint. Wait, let me actually read you a little bit. Because what my mom would do is she would walk down the street to the convenience store where the guy that worked there just sold joints.
What?
And she would get a pint of ice cream.
What flavor?
Strawberry. And she would get a pint of ice cream and a joint from the guy. And she would tootle home.
Only one got rung into the register. You know what I mean?
And she would watch Beauty and the Beast.
What?
And talk to Joanne on the phone.
Yeah. Because there was a time difference, and Joanne already knew it happened.
Oh, because she'd already seen it.
So then I'd call, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going to go on? I'm not going to tell, but it's great. You know, and then we would have that like Beauty and the Beast moment, and I would do that every Friday night.
Oh my God.
Wait, hold on. Joanne, get up here. Joanne, chosen family, get up here. Just speak in the mic.
Yeah, give it up for John.
Come on, Joanne.
The sad thing is, we were both in our early 20s, and we're home on a Friday night watching Beauty and the Beast.
Right, that's because we weren't family. We were chosen friends.
I'm sorry,
what's
on a
Beauty and the
Friday
Beast?
night. Oh yeah, what is? I thought it was
a
Beauty
dating
and the
show,
Beast.
or was it a?
Oh my God, no! You know, like it was a great show where the guy was a beast and the girl, you know, was in love with him. And like I don't remember. I was high. I was really high. It was a lot going on. I was so stoned, but it was awesome.
Every week. It's this girl.
I don't even like strawberry ice cream that much, but they don't have coffee in California. They don't understand anything. And that's
there's this big mean
I'm having a trauma
guy.
moment. I'm having trauma.
Okay, everyone settle down. Calm down a second.
That was a lot.
Basil would never have done that.
No.
Basil would not have lost her shit like
Joanne. Okay.
Okay. So
that's not resonating.
New information coming in.
I would like to say we are moving further and further away from actually discovering what this thing is.
And
You've
we don't
not
want to
said
know.
anything that
Go
we
back
don't
to
want to know.
circle of the
But
family.
I will say that is gay as fuck that you would on a Friday night call your best friend and sit on the phone and watch a TV show together, get high and eat ice cream. That is.
I will tell you that my hands never went below my waist, and no one had to come in and check on me. So it may have been, but I just didn't cross that line.
Totally. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. But chosen family rings true.
Yeah.
Nice little. I did a good job.
Yeah, that was good. You pulled it back.
I pulled it back.
Honestly, this was so fucking fun.
Yeah, this rules.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom, for being on the podcast.
Thank you, Jenny. Give it up for Jenny. Yeah, damn. Resident cool mom. Holy shit.
Resident cool
yeah,
mom.
hell yeah. Yeah, you can listen to N Baby the podcast on Apple and Spotify.
True.
You can join our Patreon if you ever want to watch our pretty little faces.
Yup.
And yeah, you can get freaking wasted later and get into it.
Yeah.
This show was brought to you by Nuts and Bolts Nursery Co-op.
Yahoo!
You can follow them at Nuts and Bolts Nursery Co-op.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you to AS220 for having us.
Hell yeah.
Thank you all for coming out.
Yeah, thank you to Emma Blue Jeans for
Yes.
playing on the show. And have an absolutely great night.
Yes, Kevin, can you cue up Get Into It, Ya by Doja Cat to play us out? It's on Spotify. Anything else, Kara?
Great. You can crank that.
was
Okay, thank
it.
you. Good night,
Thank
guys.
you, guys.
You said I just got it, get into it, yeah.